So, if you're looking at watching this particular set of forms, you've now reached the rank of yellow belt, and you're going to be testing for your green tip. So once you get to that rank, now you're going to start learning the Taegueks and the Taegweks together as a set at each belt rank. So for a green tip, you're going to learn Taeguek Il-chung, Taegwek Il-chung. Now, the forms I'm teaching you today are the way we do them in Willow Martial Arts as of September 2018. The World Taekwondo frequently changes the Taegueks. So if you're watching this video series 2 or 3 years from now, they may have changed. So if you're a Willow student, it's easy. You just come ask one of the instructors. If you're someone associated with Willow, or you're just watching this video series because you want to get an idea of how to do these forms, then we want you to go back to your instructor and get guidance from them on how they want you to do this particular form. But this is Taeguek Il-chung. It's the first form in the Taegueks, which there's 8 Taegueks and 8 Taegweks. So let's get started with Taeguek Il. Yay. 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 Look to the left. You're going to be in a high walking stance as you do a low block. Step in that high walking stance, reverse punch. 180-degree turn, still in a high walking stance with a low block. Step, regular punch. Now you're going to step deep to the left into a front stance, reverse punch. You're going to pull this right foot forward up into a high walking stance and do an inside maki as a reverse technique. Step forward, reverse punch. Then you're going to do a 180-degree turn, inside maki, again, reverse technique. Step forward, reverse punch. Again, you are going to step deep to the front into a front stance with a low block, reverse punch. Now you're going to pull the left foot up as you execute a high block, front snap kick, put it back down in a high walking stance. One of the hardest things to do with this form. Reverse punch. 180-degree turn, low block. And now this comp is a combination technique, so it should be done one right after the other. Front snap kick, punch. Now, you're going to bring the foot in next to the right foot, slide it forward into a front stance with a low block, step punch kiai. B. Hit. Kunye. Now, there's a reason we're very specific about high walking stance, deep front stance, then, because all the Taeguek forms, not the Taegweks, all the Taeguek forms should begin and end on the same spot. And to get back to that spot, your footwork needs to match what we were doing to make sure you come back to the mark on the floor that you started on. So let's do this now from the side perspective. B. Hit. Yay. B. Look to the left. You're going to do a 90-degree turn to the left into a high walking stance with low block. Step forward in a high walking stance, regular punch. 180-degree turn with a low block and a high walking stance. Slide forward in a high walking stance, regular punch. And you're going to step into a deep front stance with a low block, reverse punch. Pull the right foot up in front as you execute an inside maki as a reverse technique. You're in a high walking stance here. Step forward in a high walking stance, reverse punch. 180-degree turn, inside maki. I was a little bit too long there. You need to be in a high walking stance. So inside maki, high walking stance. Step forward in a high walking stance, reverse punch. Now again, you're going to step deep into a front stance with a low block, reverse punch. Now, you're going to pull that foot up again into a high walking stance with a high block. Front snap kick, reverse punch. You should be maintaining a high walking stance. 180-degree turn to the other side. Low block. Front snap kick, regular punch. Now, the left foot, as you turn the right foot to go back to the back wall, the left foot comes in, slides next to it, and then slides out. And you do a low block. Slide forward into a front stance, regular punch. Should be Hit. Yay. And now from the judge's perspective. Hit. Yay. B. Look to the left. 90-degree turn to the left with a low block. Step, regular punch. 180-degree turn, low block. Step, regular punch. Now you step deep in a front stance with a low block, reverse punch. You pull the foot up as you do an inside maki. Slide forward, reverse punch. 180-degree turn, inside maki, step, regular or reverse punch. Step deep and do a front stance, reverse punch. Here, high block, front snap kick, regular punch. 180-degree turn, high block, front snap kick, regular punch. Then slide the left foot in next to the right, slide out into a low block. Slide out into a high walking stance, low block. Slide into a front stance, punch kiai. Hook. Hit. Kunye. So one of the things you'll notice, and I said it was a high walking stance, but it's a high walking stance for me. So in most of the Taegueks, there is a spot where you can make up or get back some distance. Well, I've done this form so many times that I know when I pull my foot in and come out here that it's a high walking stance. And then this is a front stance. And that will put me back on my mark. But some people, if they're able to get deeper in their front stances, they may have to do 2 front stances. So my suggestion is, not now. Nobody's really going to pay attention to this when you're testing for green tip. But as you progress through the forms, you should still be refining these lower forms when you are a red belt, a black tip, a black belt. You should continue to refine these forms. And that's where I would expect you to start experimenting at that level to make sure you're getting back to your mark. Now go practice your form.